All right, welcome back to. Oh, Gal, you're here. Wonderful.
Uh, sure.
Okay,
I,
three.
I, I don't think this matchup is great, but some very large numbers will be on the board.
Yeah. So Girl Husband's on Purple's deck, and Slasher Simp is on your deck.
Yeah,
Also,
which means
what match is this? Is this top eight or is this still in the
it's
Swiss?
still it's round four of Swiss. Oh no, round five of.
Oh, okay. So this is gonna be a make or break because I think both players have one loss so far.
Yeah, both players have one loss.
Yeah.
This is, I believe, a make or break match for both of them. I think Requiem is pretty favored here, in all honesty,
All right.
because
Do you want to explain how the deck works for people who haven't seen it before?
sure.
Okay.
Which deck?
Requiem's deck.
I can explain both actually.
Yeah, sure.
Requiem's deck, you play creatures with 5 power and 4 power, and then you play creatures with 5 power and 4 power, and then you do that over and over.
Notably, those creatures cost one, or those creatures cost 2 and 3 mana.
Yeah, notably those creatures cost 2 and 3 mana. So your opponent is always going to be like basically the idea is that you are playing an aggro deck, but all of your curve out threats are individually dangerous enough to demand an answer.
Yeah. So,
Uh, and you also get to do unfair stuff sometimes, Zira or Khan.
so Slicer Sim gets to turn one Mian into turn two Lisa, which triggers a Ferocious, gets to swing for four. Meanwhile,
Yeah.
Girl Husband has 1 mana, 1/1 Death Toucher, which is probably pretty good in this matchup.
Yeah, Death Touch is actually a pretty powerful keyword here. But I think ultimately, Girl Husband's problem is just going to be that her deck is just too slow. I think, or rather, it doesn't interact enough to be this slow. Because this is a really rough hand to be on the other side of. Because
It's Slicer Sim does not have a 3-drop. It's fine.
I mean, yeah, but Slicer Simp also doesn't have a third hand or a third land. Um,
Well, Girl Husband gets to unearth this turn. What can they? They can unearth the Nether Muck Bruiser,
yeah,
which is already big
Unearth
enough to block stuff,
or
right?
I guess to be more mana efficient, Mortal Benedict. Oh no, right now.
Yeah.
Sorry, I came into this game midway through. But yes, this is obviously a threat that is going to outgrow the threats of the Ferocious deck, which is very funny to say. That is the third land. I think the play here is just Vassal of the Wild into Astralhorn. Yeah, that triggers Miang, which will attack for 8 in the air. This game, in all honesty.
I think
Um,
it's not over just yet, right?
Girl Husband can't remove any of these creatures at once.
8 in the. Oh, yeah, that's a lot of damage.
Yeah, 8 in the air.
So
And game two, Girl Husband's deck isn't even really particularly prepared for this matchup.
do you want to
Uh,
explain what Girl Husband's deck does? Because we've been focusing a lot on Slicer Simp.
well, yeah, because they are sort of on the beat down here. But what Girl Husband's deck is trying to do here is just be very very low to the ground with threats that grow based on how large your graveyard is, like Mausoleum Resident, Vermont Cruiser, and Dragon's Eye Descendant, and then just start endless helpless soulsing to get them in the graveyard, unearth them, and fill your graveyard very very full.
Yeah, well, it turns out that's not going to work for game one.
It's not gonna work. It's not gonna work in this matchup. I will say, uh, my worry with this deck has always been that it might be red light.
Let me just load up their deck. So let's look at their sideboard. So, Girl Husband,
Sideboard has nothing to bring in here.
Mirrorgate.
Mirrorgate actually is relevant. Let's use that.
There's also random rift splicing, I guess.
I, I don't think Requiem should be bringing in anything, and if they do, that's a significant mistake. I think
Um,
Requiem's main deck is pretty airtight here. Maybe you want to remove the Zeras is the only thing I could say. Is maybe not a matchup for Zeras. Even then, you can get away with Zero here pretty well. Only 4 removal spells in the maze, and probably not going to bring any more.
well, uh, Girl Husband did bring in Mirrorgate.
Girl Husband did bring in Mirrorgate, so that will be. This is a hand that's particularly weak to Mirrorgate. This Ferocious Flame will be uncastable if the Mirrorgate is deployed correctly.
Well, I mean, it would be uncastable either ways, right? Because it's a spell, and all your
Yes.
lands are creatures. Or wait, so
So
it'll actually be
I
castable.
will be castable, is what I meant to say.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, this Ferocious Flame does become castable if the Mirrorgate hits the Crowded Tavern, which is unfortunate. Oh, but it doesn't matter either way. Gonna play around the mirror gate, I think.
They're
Yep,
not
no,
going to Ferocious Flame the Mausoleum Resident?
that seems wrong.
Not play on
That seems
curve?
wrong.
Yeah, it seems wrong.
Seems mana inefficient, probably trying to maximize the damage output, but that seems like an incorrect decision here. And I think here, Girl Husband will just probably deploy another threat. Oh, or Mirror Gate.
I mean, they want to
Flying.
shut down the Crowd Tavern, I guess. Unfortunately, it's not going to work because Celestial Sim has the other Rainbow Land in hand.
And also has a Palace. And I like with the information that Girl Husband is, if that was the correct play for sure, probably. But I think Muck Cruiser would have also been about equally as correct, because then you would have been attacking double and would have been less weak.
Yeah.
But, I think this isn't a matchup where you can hold back threats, but also this is a hand that Girl Husband is much better suited to eat, right? Because it doesn't have a turn one Niang.
Wait, Girl Husband mana is just bad this game because they can't Moral Benediction for lands.
Yeah.
Actually, they could have played Dragon's Eye Descent on curve, and that
Yeah,
might have been a land.
Yeah, she could have tried to go for the but I actually don't think this is an entirely wrong choice. Oh, and yeah, Requiem just keeps not using this Ferocious Flame as a removal spell. We'll see how that pans out.
I mean, it's not like, well, it reduces the number of swings needed by one, right? Because it's basically doing 4 damage.
It does, provided that again, not removing the threats doesn't lose you.
Oh, Endless Helpless
And
Souls.
that is that's a real big EHS.
Well, the problem here is that Girl Husband can't really curve the EHS into anything, right?
No, but it's still just real good. We'll see how it works out.
Okay,
that's a sink into the floor.
Ooh.
That sink into the floor is real big here. And holy shit!
What?
Oh my god!
They only get to play one thing though.
Yeah, but they get to add the other to hand.
Oh yeah, right. So they Dragon's Eye this and then take the sink into the floor and kill something with it.
Yep. That's wow.
That's huge. Yeah, I agree.
That's really, really large.
Can Unearth target the Dragon's Eye Descendant?
Yes, because it mills. It doesn't reveal them.
But when does it get cast after it's already in the yard?
Yes, because it gets cast after they've already been there.
Okay, so yeah, Girl Husband gets exactly what they need.
Okay, well, it doesn't matter what order you do it in, really.
So do you kill the mother or do you kill the Bloodjade?
I think you kill the mother.
Yeah, you definitely have to kill the mother. Wait, what? I mean,
I don't think there's any world where that's correct.
I guess it's legendary.
I guess, but
or maybe they think they can ping Lisa for some reason. What?
Oh.
Okay, yeah. At least it's not judge call.
It's not a judge call issue.
Yeah, so killing Bloodjade instead of Mother is really confusing. Wrong. Yeah, because now the Neither
might lose her the game. Let's see. I hope she doesn't miss the Mausoleum Resident trigger. She missed the Mausoleum Resident.
That's really unfortunate.
That's really bad.
Yeah, because it could have given. Oh
no.
No, wait. Then why is she not pointing Dragon's Eye Descent and Mausoleum Resident? That thing is lifelink.
That thing does have lifelink. That was another mistake. Girl Husband is, relatively speaking, the format. I also could be over simple. Oh, so is Requiem confident that they can win right now? Because I don't think they can. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That's just 8 damage immediately. No haste enabler on board.
There was no. I mean, so if Girl Husband target Mausoleum Resident with the Dragon's Eye Descent trigger, then I think they'd be like in a really good situation.
The plan was to get her to block. The plan was she was going to get Requiem to block with Lisa.
That still feels incorrect because you're giving your opponent choices, right?
Well, the opponent is dead right now. The opponent is currently dead.
The opponent would also be dead if they pointed the Dragon's Eye at Mausoleum Resident, right?
Yes, but I'm saying ultimately it matters less because the opponent is currently
right. Does Baby Scale Bruiser do anything?
Okay. That would be very unfortunate if there were not 2 functional copies of Dragon's Eye Descent in hand right now.
Yeah.
The Astral Horn is not on.
Good point, huh? Yeah, that might be pretty important. The Oracle's Vision.
Oracle's Vision makes sense. Trying to fish for an even bigger DED.
Not that it matters because I'm pretty sure it's lethal by itself.
Yeah, right now it's current. It's always lethal. I think you oops, didn't mean to say that name. Whatever. I think girl husband is. You can cut that out. I think girl husband is. I think she's just like, yeah, making sure. All right.
Yeah.
Well, onwards and upwards to game 3.
So Requiem's going to be on the play, which is
Very bad.
for who?
Very bad for girl husband.
Yeah, I see. So
Mostly because
I mean,
just
usually
because
I
like
would say it's very good for Requiem.
it's very good for Requiem. I'm just saying girl husband is the one who's not favored in this matchup already.
They just need to draw a bunch of sync into the floors.
Yeah, I mean, more important, I think specifically you need to EHS it to get to the
Well,
floors.
there's sync, there's
There's-
EHS, and there's Leyline Invoker and Mirror Gate.
This hand's worse than this hand doesn't have any untapped mana.
You have to keep this though, right?
You do have to keep this, but it doesn't remove the turn 1/0, but you do have to keep it. Oh, this has the potential to be
Well,
very bad.
the good news is that there's not much the turn 1/0 can actually do right now before it gets killed.
Yeah. And Mirror Gate is really weak right now. Nebula, there's Requiem, I think, angling to try and bait a removal, but there is no removal that could currently be cast.
Do you
All
play?
of the mana, I think you play Mirror Gate first here.
I don't think
just
you named
because-
Sildo Gate, right? You named one of the Rainbow Lands.
You name Nebula, I think, always here.
Nope.
But
They're just gonna name what's
again,
on board.
Girl Husband, she's a newer player. This is the kind of thing for that. But thankfully, Zero doesn't actually do anything at all.
Okay, good.
Zero doesn't do anything. The mana untaps and then it's put nowhere. But
Ooh, swing with Zera.
send a
Aggressive.
message.
So, Girl Husband's.
Untapped mana would be like a swamp would be chef's kiss, right?
They do need to keep up sync into the floor for Zero, right?
I don't think. I think currently they just have to fucking sink into the floor right now. Like we're right now targeting Zero.
No, you keep it in response to the creature spell because you have an opportunity to respond then.
That's wrong, but we will see how it goes. I think Zero BJP is one of the most broken lines in this deck.
Yeah. I think the game's assuming Slasher Sim flips anything useful off the BJP, the game's basically over.
Well, seems like Slicer Simp is only hitting lands so far, so.
Well, that's not the worst thing in the world. That's only
Not
one
the
more
worst.
creature.
Pretty bad though.
No, it's actually fine, I think.
I don't agree, but
Well, I mean,
it's like Ferocious Flame represents 4 damage, and currently there is.
oh right, your opponent has a Ferocious Flame to kill the Pestilent Scavenger. Okay, yeah, that's unfortunate.
Yeah, I mean that means the Pestilent Scavenger did essentially trade for 4 damage, but I think the Shikai's Redoubt is gonna likely be a real cog here.
Girl has been realizing that they might have misplayed here.
The girl has been realizing she misplayed, not killing the Zera. Probably that's the end of the game.
They need to top deck and tap land next turn in order to get back into this.
And that is not an untapped land. Ooh,
They can Oracle's Vision into Unearth.
No, but the Shikai's Redoubt kills that, so that is the end of the game. Unearth right now.
Double Unearth?
Nope, Shikai's Redoubt just ends the game here.
Yeah, well, actually, Girl Husband isn't
no.
completely dead right now because they can kill the Bloodjade Prophet with Sink into the floor, right?
No.
Oh.
Number of cards. Oh, from anywhere. Yeah. Okay. Sink into the floor does kill the Bloodjade Prophet, and that does debuff the Astral Horn.
What? That's not the right time to do that.
Okay. Well, I guess. Yeah, that is the end of the game.
Yeah, because your opponent didn't play anything else after the Bloodjade Prophet, so there's definitely nothing left. Well.
Yeah. Well.
Hey, we saw with the decks. Both decks got to do their thing. That's
we did.
important.
And,
that's good for content.
I got to see the Ferocious deck in the hands of somebody else doing exactly this. It does one thing.
Well, actually, we didn't get to see the Ferocious deck spin the wheel with Khan.
It didn't, but I think it was a good showing that when you don't draw Khan, you are it is still just worth it to be playing very large creatures.
Yeah. Well, anyways, that's the game.
Well, that's the game.
Yeah, thanks for commentating with me, Gal.
Yeah, all right. Thanks for commentating. See ya. Sorry, girls.